What's up, Capricorn? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Beat in Boston. So, for you guys this month, this reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and anywhere else you may have it placed in your chart. For cross watchers, this may come in yours or your partner's energy. Keep in mind it's vice versa. We're still doing the contest with whoever has the most views gets chosen from the comments, and we are giving out a 63-minute live reading with me. Anything else? Yes, we are getting married in a couple of weeks, and I posted the P.O. box and our gift registry. Everyone keeps asking me. So I went ahead and posted those in the discussions tab. And so that's in the community. So you can go ahead and see that if that's what you choose to do. Other than that, if you need me for a personal reading, box below. Okay, so for you guys this month, I'm feeling like there's a major decision here. There's a major turn of events. There's a major decision that you have to make. And I feel like you have so many anxieties and fears about making this decision, whether it be about your family, your loved one, your job. There's a decision to be made there. And you have so many fears about this decision and anxieties about this decision that it's like you can't seem to make the decision. You can't seem to bring yourself to go one way or another. And I feel like you have people coming down on you. Excuse me, we're back to the chest cold thing. I feel like you have people coming down on you that are disappointed that you haven't been able to make this decision or haven't made an offer to make the decision yet. They're feeling pretty disappointed, pretty down. I'm wondering if some of you didn't propose like you thought you were going to, because I did find that in the reading a couple months ago. But there's just a major decision there to be made, and I feel the anxiety level with you guys is really, really sky high right now. Your energy feels confused, like you don't know what to do. Like you are still looking on whether or not, you're still, I had a card stuck there. You're still looking on whether or not this person or whatever it is would be a long-term asset to your life. And you're trying to figure out what the right answer to that is. And, or something to do with your family. If this taking a job out of state. Yes, taking a job out of state is what they said, is the right decision for your family as well. But you're worried about walking away from something. So maybe if you're making this decision, you're walking away from a relationship. You're walking away from family members that are serving you no longer. You're walking away from a lot of good memories. And I feel like you're having trouble making that decision. You're having trouble you're all in your head about it. There's so much anxiety coming off of you guys. Yeah, I have a feeling this has to do with a love relationship. You didn't make an offer, and now you're finding yourself in a tower moment. You didn't offer the person that you loved anything long-term. Or they didn't offer you anything long-term. Remember, this can come in vice versa. So, excuse me, I'm going to be doing that throughout the whole video, unfortunately. But I'm still here. Still here getting out your readings, guys. And strangely in a good mood, even though I feel like complete crap, but that's okay. And it's got you in this mindset, like you can't figure out what to do. Like, you have to walk away or make that decision. And it looks more like you're leaning toward walking away from whatever this is, whether it's a job, your family, your loved one. But I get the feeling here that it's more related to a loved one or family members. You're just in this mindset about making the decision. You have to make it, but you're not making it is the problem. And whoever it is that you're with is anxious for you to make that decision, wants you to make that decision and either let them walk away or let them be a permanent part of your life. Iced coffee with caramel. So good. And I don't eat ice cream, but my significant other thinks it's funny to bring in things of ice cream and throw them in my coffee. So he blended up ice cream with my coffee this morning. He is funny. Most of you know Edward's quirky personality, so, next time I'll try and get him to talk when he's on camera, but probably not. He'll probably just sit there and act like nothing's happening, like he always does. But with this Six of Pentacles, I feel like there's going to be some equal reciprocity here. There's construction going on in the house that we moved into upstairs, so if you're wondering what the banging is, that would be it. That's very odd. You have the 5, 6, and 7 of Pentacles together. So you've definitely got some monetary worries, some worries from the 3D world, some worries from the mundane financials. And you're confused about a decision there as well. So this could very well be taking a job away from family, maybe truck driving, or taking a job that's long distance. And you're not really sure if you want your significant other to be a part of that, to come with you. You're still looking at the long-term effects of taking the position or taking this contract or a trucking job or whatever this is for you. You're still trying to figure out how your significant other can play into it, how investing time in this person can be beneficial for you, if you will. And it looks like you have a victory here with the Six of Wands. Like you're able to come out of your head and take this new unexpected financial journey. I feel like this wasn't expected for you, this decision. And if it was expected, it probably wasn't expected that you would get this so soon. Some of you, I just got joining the service, going into the service, becoming a service member. That is a pretty hefty decision. And whether or not your significant other would agree to move across the world with you all over the place constantly is a big thought. It's a big decision. So if you are considering going into the service and, taking up a job that will have you overseas, it's a big investment for your significant other. So I would get that. I can't breathe from your anxiety. Sorry, guys. I'm like, yeah, you're just not putting forth your feelings about them coming with you on this job offer. It's like you see them as an emperor and empress, but yeah, you definitely see them as an emperor and empress, but you're not making those emotional commitments like they're wanting you to, or they're not making the emotional commitment that you want them to. In making this decision, maybe you've asked them to be part of it and they haven't really responded yet. Not the way you wanted anyway. You thought that maybe they'd be excited or happy about it, and instead you find they're kind of nonchalant and sluggish over it, not really making the decision. You have 3 7s on the board, guys. I don't see that they're doing anything sneaky. I don't see at all that they're doing anything sneaky, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. It's just kind of this last push in the decision. They don't know what to do. It's like the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. Like I always said in my readings, sometimes it's easier to deal with the devil you know, which is just break up and let it go, than hop on a plane or a boat and go across the world with somebody for the rest of your life and not know where that's going to turn up, because you're giving up a career yourself to follow someone else's dream. And you can never put down roots when you're a service member or when you're on the road all the time. So if it's in regards to something like that, you guys are kind of in a quandary, in a quagmire, if you will. I really hate that word, but I couldn't help myself. Don't ask. I have this thing with certain types of foods, certain words annoy me. I'm a very strange girl. But we already knew that. And I feel like you're trying to manifest the right things to happen here. Like you're trying to manifest the answer and figure it out. But the way you're coming across is very snappish right now. So you may have maybe lashed out at them to push them away, or because you didn't get the answer that you were looking for and just, I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me, broke it off. Or maybe they did that to you. But I see someone being very snappish here, very quick with the tongue, right for the jugular, like coming in for the kill, like anything to push you away type of thing. But it's saying use your intuition here, because it's going to be big in making this decision. You could lose complete emotional fulfillment, the 10 of Cups. And it could turn into a complete war if you guys aren't careful on how you handle things with words or actions, because I feel like somebody got irritable and blew up. I'm hearing if you cared, you would have said yes right then and there, or maybe you did propose and this person said they needed time. Yeah, it looks like this person, you either ended things with them and pushed them away, or they ended things with you and pushed you away. Either way here, Death with the 10 of Swords talks about the ending of a cycle. And so when I'm looking at this and I'm seeing, yes, by the way, I'm using the Starman deck. It kind of assaults your face. You can't really catch the imagery in it. It's very, very difficult to look at. But I use it because I interpret multiple messages at the same time, and it's so much easier for me with all the symbolism to pull in what I need. But I will clarify with an easier deck so you guys aren't like, what just happened to my face? But it's showing me here that you guys are shedding that part of you that feels backstabbed or hurt and betrayed, or they are. You're really shedding that part of you that knowing that you're going to have to leave this behind. So let me clarify with some cards that actually don't assault your face. Let's get the collective Capricorn energy for July 1st through July 15th, 2019. Yes, please. I saw a card turned around in there already. The 8 of Cups in reverse. So you're still unable to make a decision on whether or not you want to walk away, even though the situation is really blown up. It's really blown up to a bad situation to where the person that you saw as your emperor or empress maybe split up from you in a rapid fire of communication, stating they were unhappy. And now you're trying to figure out what's going to make you happy, and you're not sure that walking away is the right thing. It looks more like you're ready for something more stable. You don't want that kind of in and out of your life all the time. Yeah, you're moving past this tower moment. Geez, they're jumping all over the place for you guys. So it's like you have two paths the way I'm seeing this. One is happiness and fulfillment with this person. And the other is walking away and regarding them is a good memory. But the problem here is that really we're not doing all those. Look through them. Yeah, I already said all that. So it's like you want to make an offer now, but you're not sure if it's too late. Or they're not sure if it's too late. You're realizing now that this person has gone out of your life, that this is the person that you want. But you're still having trouble making the decision. It's showing me down one side of the pyramid that you could be in and out, walk away, get on that boat or that plane or whatever, and leave them in the dust as a good memory. Or you could take the happy route and keep them in your life. Make them a part of what you're doing. But you're still stuck on that decision. It's like you're not moving forward. You're not growing there. My goodness, you guys have a lot of kings here. King of Cups, King of Swords, King of Wands. I'm just waiting for the King of Pentacles to pop out next. Not sure I want to look. Two of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So it doesn't look here like you guys are going to reunite. Doesn't look to me like one of you wants to reunite. There'll be no reunification of this. This was a happy, stable environment. But it doesn't look like there'll be a reunification of it. As I'm knocking over decks of tarot cards, that's when you know you have too many. Personally, I think you never have enough because I still have a huge thing on my desk right here of them. And another shelf. I know, I'm crazy. What can I say? But it looks to me like it's kind of sad to me because you could have happiness with this person, but it's like neither one of you wants to take a step forward to express yourself. What other messages do you have for Capricorn for July 1st through July 15th? Okay, one of you is feeling completely devastated. Just devastated over this. And I don't know if it's that you have to make the decision to leave that's devastating you, or if you're making the decision not to bring your significant other that's devastating you. Could you clarify the Five of Cups, please? Clarify the Five of Cups. And I feel like that devastation is the reason that one of you doesn't want reunification. One of you feels they'll be happier single and not attached to anybody during this time. And I have a feeling that might be you, Cappies, because you don't mind spending a lot of time alone or taking a long time to make decisions, and you're feeling a bit pressured, I think, into making this decision. You weren't expecting it this soon, or you weren't expecting it at all. And maybe you just got an offer you couldn't refuse, money-wise or benefit-wise or whatever it might be. Or maybe it's your wish to go into the service and telling your significant other they didn't react so well. Maybe they were all for it until it was time to pack up and go. Yeah, it's saying the same thing that the other deck did, actually. They just aren't ready to... This is what I call my duffel bag boy or my duffel bag girl. Those of you who grew up in the hood, you probably know what that is. This is a person who's constantly carrying a duffel bag on the road, on the go, home to home. To me, this represents sometimes a service member because they never get to really settle in before they're dragged off somewhere else. So it's not a bad thing, but it reminds me of, people in the service because they're constantly moving, constantly going. And it's like you got this rush message, this swift message, and one that you weren't expecting that really kind of cut it right off there for you. And it's saying, this put you out of balance. Like you thought things were going well, and this information really put you off balance here. But there seems to be a big, big message coming for balance because both of these are messengers. Well, guys, that is all I have for you for this month. I will upload this video now, and the more views, the more likely it is you are to win a free 60-minute reading. Yes, a 60-minute reading, which is a $70 value, $70 donation value. So if you need me, information's in the box below. Cappies, I hope you have an amazing couple of weeks. I will see you guys again around the 14th or the 15th. All right, it's your girl, Kelly, coming straight at you for the Queen's Tarot Beat in Boston. I'll catch you on the flip.